Guys, going to nursing school can be very, very expensive, and that's why I'm always talking about community college. That's where I went to school to get my associate's degree in nursing, but you can't go to community college if you're going to go after your bachelor's or even your master's. You need to be looking into trade schools or universities, and this is where it can get very, very pricey. For my bachelor's program in nursing, I went to Grand Canyon University for the main reason that the facility that I work at, the hospital that I work at, they're partnered with that school, where if I go to that school, my work will pay them directly for my degree. And if you play it out right, you could get your work or your hospital or wherever you're working at to pay for your whole degree. Now, if the facility that you work at does not offer this benefit of paying for all of your schooling or paying for partial of your schooling, the nice thing about the bachelor's program is that you can take out a loan, but that loan does not start accruing interest until you get finished with school, meaning that you can take that loan and you can defer your payments till you're finished with your degree, and then at that time, 6 months after you get your degree, that's when the loan starts accruing interest. Now, it's a little different though for your master's program, and this is something I was very, very, very aware about when I was going to school for my master's in nursing. You typically don't have to pay student loans in graduate school, but interest will accrue on all graduate school loans. Instead of waiting till the end to pay those graduate loans, if you can afford to make payments while you're in school on those graduate loans, you'll definitely save money. But that's pretty much my story. I went to community college to get my associate's degree in nursing, but then I went to Grand Canyon University to get my bachelor's and my master's. And in this video, I want to share with you how I ended up with my master's degree with zero debt and how you can too. But before I tell you all of my secrets, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe. I post nursing related videos here on this page 1 to 2 times a week. We are so close to 5,000 subscribers. It's crazy. I know we can get there in the next coming weeks, but go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's free. Now, the journey of my master's degree in nursing started back in July of 2019, and I just recently finished June 9th of 2021. Now, I started on this date for a reason, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Now, the program that my hospital is with, the year for them actually starts in January and ends in December, and this is really important to consider, and that's part of the reason why I started my classes in July, halfway in the year. Mainly because money in the master's program can go by super quickly. Now, the amount that I ended up paying, or the amount that my school was in the very end, I didn't pay it all, but the amount that it was in the very end was $19,000. So I'll give you the logic behind this. I started in July 2019. I had the full amount, the $5,000, we'll just round to 5,000 to accrue, and it ended in December. So I got 5,000 in 2019. Then I went from January all the way to December for 2020. I got the full 5,000 there, but it was at this point that I had to pay out of pocket because the 5,000 wasn't going to cover a whole year of the master's program. So $4,000 of that came from me. But then when we hit January again, the class that started in November ended in January, that actually counted as 2021. So the $5,000 started over again. And by ending in June, halfway throughout the year, I was able to get the full $5,000 again from my work. Meaning that in total, I got roughly over $15,000 from my work for this program, and I only had to pay a total of $4,000 out of pocket. Now, going back to the beginning of this video, remember when I told you that graduate loans start accruing interest immediately? Now, this is definitely something I did not want, especially because the interest on a graduate loan is higher than typical loans. If you don't pay your mortgage or auto loan, the lender can seize your house or car, but a lender can't seize a college degree. In other words, student loan interest rates are typically higher than secured rates because the lender risks is higher, which makes sense. So knowing that ahead of time and in my planning, I definitely did not want to be paying any higher interest rates on this $4,000. So as a nurse, You know what I did? I picked up a side job because we only work 3 days a week, and yes, they are very hard days, but I have 4 days off, and that means I'm open to make more money. And most of you know that I teach as a nursing assistant clinical instructor on the side occasionally, and that's just a PRN job, so they actually pay me much more than my hospital job, mainly because I don't have benefits or anything through them, but they pay me much more, so I was able to get that paid down immediately. And that's some tips for you. If you can find a facility that will pay for your degree and they have a similar process to that, try and plan it out. Don't just start in January and wing it. Try to get the most money out of them as you can. And you don't even have to pay out of pocket. So let's say that you want to just take a pause from the program until the new year starts, that we are not charged the money. You can do that too. And that's how I got my master's in science of nursing with 0 debt. And that's how you can do it too, whether you're going for your bachelor's or your master's. Try and get someone to pay for it and try and plan it out. That way you pay less. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe. And hit that notification bell if you haven't already. We're so close to 5,000 subscribers. Check out one of my other nursing related videos right here. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.